back to another one of Maddie and Keaton's #WeLoveScience videos. Today our topic of discussion will be cell membrane.
The cell membrane, or plasma membrane, is a thin, flexible boundary between the cell and its environment, allowing substances in and out of the cell. The plasma membrane uses selective permeability, which doesn't allow everything into the cell. It only allows certain things.
The first diagram we will be showing you is the model of the plasma membrane. The key part we will be focusing on is the transport protein, phospholipid bilayer, internal proteins, carbon chains, and cholesterol. The transport proteins move special materials in and out of the cell.
So in this diagram, we have labeled all of the parts. These are the polar heads. That has two of them on top and bottom. This is the phospholipid bilayer, all this in between. And right here is the transport protein, which transports it all throughout the cell. The cholesterol is right here. And the carbon chain is like kind of with the polar heads kind of like sticking out of it.
Those are all things that you guys should memorize. Next, we will be doing a demonstration demonstrating the difference between solvents and solutes. First, we will give you the demonstration of each term, and as the demonstration is happening, you have to ask yourselves these questions. Is water the solute or solvent? And is the Kool-Aid powder the solute or solvent? So a solvent is a substance in which another is dissolved, and a solute is a substance that is dissolved in the solvent. The concentration gradient is the process of particles, sometimes called solutes, which we talked about earlier, moving through a solution or gas from an area of high to low number of particles.
So this is the water, and we have some Kool-Aid mix. So once you pour it in, as you can see, it creates Kool-Aid. So the question is the Kool-Aid a solute or solvent, and is the water solvent or solute? So now we will be talking.
We'll have to cut this out later.
Okay, moving on.
Wait. Let's just stop it now. And then you can add it later.
The answer to this question is the water is the solvent and the Kool-Aid is the solvent. So moving on, now we will be talking about solutions. A solution is a mixture that has uniform composition throughout. There are three different kinds of solutions. The first solution is an isotonic solution. It has equal concentration of water and solutes on both sides of the semi-permeable membranes. The next solution is the hypertonic solution. It has the higher concentration of solute outside the cell than inside, so water leaves the cell and it shrinks it up. The last solution is the hypotonic solution. It has a lower concentration of solute outside of the cell than inside the cell, and it causes it to grow. We're gonna have to add this one.
Oh, so don't want to stop it.
Welcome back. So now we'll be talking about solutions. There are three kinds of solutions: hypotonic, hypertonic, and isotonic. So these are very different solutions because hypotonic means that the water is just coming into the cell and making the cells bigger, causing them to grow. And hypertonic is causing water to leave the cell, causing the cells to shrink. And the last solution is isotonic, and this is an equal balance. Water is being taken in and taken out of the cell, causing it to be equal and balanced.
And the way we want to remember that is isotonic, I want to be balanced.
And hyper is very different because hypo means big and hyper means little.
Another important thing in the plasma membrane is exocytosis and endocytosis. Endocytosis is the process of the plasma membrane surrounding a large particle, and it breaks off and takes the particle into the cell. And exocytosis is the secretion of large particles like hormones through the plasma membrane. For example, in endocytosis, the hormone will be broken off and taken to all the nutrients inside the plasma membrane.
Osmosis and diffusion are very similar. Osmosis is the diffusion of water, and facilitated diffusion is small particles moving in and out of the cell through channel proteins. They change shape as molecules pass. So pretty much osmosis, if water is moving out in the diffusion, then it is osmosis, but if other things are moving out, then it would be considered diffusion.
And a last fun fact about the plasma membrane is the dynamic equilibrium. The dynamic equilibrium is the movement continuing until the concentration gradient is equal on both sides. Tune in next week.
We'll be back.
You'll have to cut it there.